Well, hi guys, this is Carol from Bristol, Virginia, and today I've taken a 30-day live video challenge. And today we're asked to talk about something that saddened us and how it affected us. Well, I looked at my arsenal of things, and I have to say, I think the one that affected me really the most was the entire year of 2014. See, I lost my dad January 1st. I lost my one full-blooded sister who was 2.5 years older than me 3 weeks later. In February, my husband started feeling weak and not well, and so we couldn't go back to work. He progressively got worse. We spent most of the spring, the summer, and part of the fall in and out of Vanderbilt and Nashville. We lived in Dayton, which was about a 2.5-hour drive, trying to see if we could get him a new heart because he had fallen into, what is that, I can't remember what it's, some kind of heart, I can't remember what it's called, but heart failure. And so, he just progressively got worse and worse. And I found that very difficult to deal with. I was in complete denial, but he was dying, and he tried to tell me, and I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't allow him to say those words. I was having enough time dealing with my dad and the sister who had passed on, especially my dad. My dad, since I was a little girl, who actually saved my life from an accident with CPR, but I'll tell that story another time. But he and I were very close. And for him to suddenly pass the way he did, to this day, I'm still having issues with it and fighting a few things about what has gone on with him. So that was devastating. And for me to grasp the thought that my husband was dying, I couldn't do it because there was no way I was going to lose him too. It was unacceptable, wasn't going to happen, can't do it. Well, so by fall or so of that year, they finally found out that they could not give him a new heart because his coronary system, his complete, oh gosh, I'm at such a loss of words. I'm tired today and just having a time of it. But anyway, his entire vascular system, that's what I'm looking for, was totally in real bad shape. And those two big main arteries go down into your legs, they were totally blocked also. So we said, okay. Then we thought we would go and see what we could do about fixing that because the heart team at Vanderbilt said, well, maybe we can reconsider if he can get that fixed, but they didn't know if he could or not because, you see, he had grown so many capillaries to carry that blood down into his legs that even Vanderbilt heart team said they had never seen anything like it before. So his body was fighting, and I'm glad that he was. So we went in, this was late fall, early winter-ish time, and we tried to get that fixed, and he wound up on dialysis in and out of the hospital. And by the end of December, a couple days for our anniversary, he did pass away. He just totally went unconscious one day, and that was it. So 2014 was a really bad year for me, losing my father, sister, and my husband, who was my third and the best and my soulmate. And I'm sorry, it's still hard to deal with. So as far as, how I dealt with that, I didn't. It was terrible. For the first couple years, I don't know, it's like I was walking around in a dream world or something. I remember I wound up in the hospital for several days just trying to get my head screwed on straight. And by the end of 2016, I had a young lady from the church come and live with me, and we hit it off, and she's still with me today. It was great. But I went and had to then sell my home where David and I lived in Dayton. because it was just too much for me. Even for the young lady who was living with me, it was just too much work, too much property, too much of an expense that we couldn't do it. So I sold my home, and that was in I moved out of there July 2017, just last July. And finally moved into a home here in Bristol. Bought this home November 1st of 2017. And so this is my first renewal of my life and getting back to reality and doing things the right way, and trying to make my marketing team excel. And so far things are going great and I'm loving it. It's wonderful. So I'm finally being able to focus back into something solid. I have finally gotten over the hump. I didn't do it very well, but considering the severe loss and what I went through that year, it did take a toll on me. I think I aged 10 years in just the past couple of years. So anyway, so that's how I dealt with that. And with that, I guess I've done my deed for the day. And I will be back tomorrow with another video, and I can tell you what that topic is that we're supposed to do on our 30-day challenge. This will be a time when you hit a brick wall mentally, and what did you do to overcome it? Oh boy, that's going to be a challenge, right? So anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow. Let's see how I handle that one, right? Anyway, guys, God bless, and thanks for listening, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.